200-yard walk from the temporary changing rooms to the pitch as Chelsea faced last season's Championship runners-up Leeds United. The commentator is Brian Moore.
So it's Leeds United, this great club, getting the new season away with the first kick, all in white, or at least with yellow stockings, defending the goal to our left. Chelsea in their blue strip. The first touch of the ball for their new number 5, Roy Ella. Now with Madeley. Kember in with a lot of aggression and a little bit of luck as well, and a chip on for Cook, and Reaney cutting across there well. Now giving Trevor Cherry his first chance for Leeds United with Billy Bremner. Gray, Reaney, and back to David Harvey. New skipper for Chelsea, number 3, Eddie McCready, had such a bad run with injuries last season. Good jump by Webb. Madeley, and now Hudson again. Inside for Osgood, a nice 1-2 there into the path of Hudson again. Cross this time as Cook comes in. Good decisive move again by Chelsea. Beautifully set up in the first place with the understanding of Osgood and Hudson, and Cook coming in fast. Hudson, who played a big part in it with that deceptive cross, and Cook coming in so quickly and couldn't quite find the contact that really counted. Bates for Leeds United. Elam, Bremner, and Giles. Jones beaten by Webb, but Webb could only push it to Madeley. And now it's with Mick Bates. Jones looks as though he took a bit of a knock in that tussle with David Webb. A little bit of a misunderstanding there between Bremner and Cherry, which I'm sure will be ironed out in the weeks to come, but it's still there for the moment. Another good jump by Webb, even though Jones was backing in on him. Now Hollins for Chelsea. McCready. And Hollins again. Played nicely into the path of McCready and turning it again for Hudson. Bremner very active, trying to cover all the ways though. Still with Hudson, trying to curl one, and a fine save by Harvey. But some brilliant work there by Alan Hudson. He waited and he tried to turn Bremner one way and the other, and then he really let one go. And Harvey did well to get a fist to push it away. Chelsea's corner, Cook with it. A deep one again towards Kember on the far side, and Harvey pushing that one behind for another corner. Webb right up, and Osgood on the goal line. Dempsey at the near post. The big men all up there waiting for Garland's in-swinging corner. And it really is swinging in there again. Kember, the shortest of the lot, jumped in vain. Harvey down on the ground, having made one very good save indeed from Hudson, and the paw away from the corner that came. Sure that there's fish and chips going on there at the moment, but there's plenty of interest in this game from the big crowd that's on 3 sides of this new look Stamford Bridge. And Harvey obviously is quite shaken. He looked for a moment though as Les Cocker had to say, the action is that way, my old son, not the other way. So it's a goal kick then to Leeds United, and they'll want to protect Harvey, I would think, in the next few minutes as much as they possibly can. Crowd being allowed to come over almost onto the touchline. So now Chelsea will want to pressurise Harvey, perhaps suspecting that he's feeling a little shaky after that collision. Osgood. Ellen went in rather wildly, and another free kick for Chelsea. Maybe another crisis for Harvey, because Cook will want to swing this one in. Webb was right in there. Webb in fact got a hit to it, got in there first with a glancing header. And Les Cocker, the Leeds trainer, still there. In fact, it was Les Cocker who trapped the ball as it went behind, so perilously close to that Leeds goal from David Webb. Children now being allowed to roar right the way round this ground. But still, Jones got there a fraction before Dempsey. Lorimer, outnumbered, but finds Bates. Gray away on the left for him. Now Gray. Past Ron Harris, but Chelsea's throw. Webb. Osgood. I think complaining too, and with some justification, because the referee had a quick word with Trevor Cherry, who went in rather hard on the back of Osgood. Webb. And that time it was Jones going in on Webb. Now Hollins to McCready. All the tricks there, but getting past Bremner to find Kemba. A nice curling ball there by Kemba to Hollins. To Cook. Chelsea playing some good stuff, but fully aware of what a difficult task it always is to break down a Leeds United defence. Webb. And now Hudson. And now Osgood with a chance to hit one. Curling just wide. Quite a deliberate shot there by Osgood, a deliberate curling shot. And the misjudgment was only a slight one. That couldn't have passed more than a foot wide of that Leeds United post. And now Harvey in trouble. Well, he took that blow from the corner some 10 minutes or so ago. And Yorath looks as though he's already coming on. And indeed, Jones is off the field. So Leeds United, a club that never really, in all honesty, has had the best of luck in the last few years, now in the first 25 minutes of the season has one of their main strikers off the field, the substitute on, and the goalkeeper in trouble. Yorath, of course, a very useful substitute, as Don Revie would know well, a Welsh international, to stiffen still more a very strong Leeds United defence. As Harvey. But I suppose an interesting point that would be raised is whether Yorath, although he's on the field now, whether he's been registered as a substitute with referee Tom Reynolds. Although I can't honestly see quite what else Leeds United can do than bring Yorath on for Jones and hope that Harvey recovers sufficiently to go on. But his sweater is coming off now, so it looks as though somebody's got to go into goal for Harvey, who really does look to be in trouble. Now, whether Leeds United then will play with 10 men or whether Harvey will plod on as best he can as an outfield player, we shall only have to wait and see.
Hello everyone, the substitute for Leeds United is Terry Yorath.
And Peter Lorimer is going in as emergency goalkeeper now for Leeds United. So often players in practice love to get into goal. In a first division match like this, it's rather different, and they're carrying Harvey off. And we've got an enormous fight behind that Leeds United goal, with the police really pouring in there now. Up a little higher than that, and a little way to the left. There's a real skirmishing being going on up there. And the police very quickly on the scene. So Leeds at the moment down to 10 men with the emergency goalkeeper, and the chance really is wide open now for Chelsea to make something of it. There's Cook going through, and he missed his kick, and a good piece of goalkeeping by Lorimer. All credit to him. A tremendous piece of goalkeeping in the early seconds there from Peter Lorimer, when it looked that Cook must go through and score. Leeds United throw. close skill, and he needs it with that sort of close attention from McCready and Kember, and he got away with it. Yorath. Gray. Cherry. And Madeley. Yorath. Giles. And Reaney. Back for Bremner, keeping possession well. Giles. And now it's taken away from them by McCready. And now it's with Charlie Cook. Hudson's gone on ahead of him beautifully into the path of Alan Hudson, and in turn for Hollins, with three men with their arm aloft in the middle there, and a punch away, and a good one there by Lorimer. Cook heading it in, and Madeley getting it away as far as McCready. And now with Kember, and now with Osgood. Hollins, as Chelsea now begin to mass there like vultures, thinking there's something might be some useful pickings. And now it's with Charlie Cook again. Osgood in the middle, and Lorimer saving it. Going to be Chelsea's throw. Not the best of kicks by Peter Lorimer, but so far no mistakes from him. Cook. Chelsea's throw, and they want to take it quickly. Taken quickly by Cook, and Kember losing track of it. Yorath claiming that Kember's challenge was a bit late. Bremner going in and doing a bit himself, and Kember going in on Bremner as well. Some retaliation there. And that really was a little chain reaction, because Bremner thought that Yorath was badly done by Kember, and so Bremner took the law really into his own hands. And the book is coming out, and Steve Kember's name is going into the referee's book. Remembering, of course, that players can tot up 12 points before they get automatically suspended, although they do have rights of appeal. That might have been a 4-pointer, a tackle from behind. But it smiles, but maybe it's a little too late now. But it's Chelsea's free kick at any rate. Hollins to Hudson. Harris. And Leeds United in possession again with Peter Lorimer. The whistle had gone. It's got to be a free kick. Just to elaborate, there are some offences have 4 points, some carry 3, and some carry 2. Garland. Crowd beginning to rise now as they suspect that Chelsea might find something here. There's Garland, who looked as though he was offside, and a save, and Osgood is in, and the goal is given. Osgood has scored. Lorimer is beaten. There was nothing he could do. And if there was the slightest suspicion in the first place that Garland might have been fractionally offside, the referee and the linesman didn't think so. And Lorimer, in fact, saved well from Garland, but he couldn't save the shot from Osgood. And Chelsea, in injury time at the end of the first half, go into the lead. So they're well pleased. And now the task becomes a monumental one for Leeds United. Down to 10 men, a goal down, and still 45 minutes to survive. Curling another one in. Garland's made a great run in from the wing, but he was 3-1 against him. And it's Madeley who turns it back to Lorimer. And there goes the whistle for the end of a highly dramatic first half, where Leeds United had none of the luck with injuries. Peter Lorimer, the emergency goalkeeper, making 1 or 2 fine saves, and then he was finally beaten right at the end by Peter Osgood, who puts Chelsea into the lead. Still so much more to come, but we leave you just for a couple of minutes at Stamford Bridge with a half-time score that reads Chelsea 1, Leeds United 0.
manager, and that was a weak performance.
It's Stoke City's day.
Look at Arsenal, there was nothing.
There seems to be a lack of leadership.
The defence was shocking.
I can't believe that Arsenal don't put up the fight that they're meant to.
It's becoming an embarrassment.
What's the transfer policy?
I think now this Arsenal team doesn't scare anyone.
Players don't want to play.
Arsenal Football Club want a manager who's capable of winning.
This life is about selection, decision making, and winning.
Take the guesswork out of finding credit cards and loans with Experian Credit Matcher. It gives you free access to your Experian credit score forever and can help you find the credit cards and loans you're more likely to be accepted for. Take the guesswork out at experian.co.uk.
I'm playing the Poppy Lottery because it's really got Britain winning.
I'm playing because every week there are 200 cash prizes that have to be won.
I'm playing because there's a weekly union jackpot of £2,000.
Enter the Poppy Lottery now for just £1 a week and you could be Britain's next big winner. And when you play, you can feel proud to know you're supporting the Royal British Legion. Don't forget, you could win £2,000 in our weekly draw and a whopping £20,000 in our super draws. To play, just call 0800 144 5502 or text lottery to 85010. Do it now and keep Britain winning!
Unlike some funeral plan providers, Co-op Funeral Care cover all the costs of your chosen burial or cremation plan. Because we believe your loved ones shouldn't be left any surprise bills.
One day, all this would be yours.
To leave them something they will appreciate, talk to us about our fully guaranteed funeral plans, which start from just $2,995. Co-op Funeral Care, here for you when you need us most.
So Chelsea then get us away at the start of the second half, defending now the goal to our left. And no doubt we'll be hoping to take up where they left off in the last 5 or 10 minutes of the end of the first half when they really got Leeds going. Leeds down to their 10 men, of course. Hollins to Hudson. Come across for Gray. And Webb in very quickly for Chelsea. But Garland can't beat away Madeley. Madeley again. Giles. And Yorath looked offside and indeed is offside. Chelsea's free kick. Hudson. The long ball forward and Cook is onside. The referee's kept his flag down and Cook has made it number 2. The referee kept his flag down. The linesman kept his flag down as Leeds United looked at him and Cook was put through. And although Bremner's having a go at Cherry there for something he failed to do, Cook went storming on his way to put Chelsea 2-0 ahead. No mistake about that shot, and it puts Chelsea 2-0 ahead. The goal from Charlie Cook. Cherry, Bremner. Short, sharp word of command from the lead skipper, and the ball is with him. Forward now for Yorath. Harris going in on Yorath, but he still finds Giles, and now Madeley with that long stride of his has gone down the left for Leeds United. Bates in the middle, a low one, and Webb to nod it away. And Kemba bringing it only as far as Yorath. Madeley. Bremner. And Giles hitting that well. My goodness, he hit that well on the turn without so much as pausing, and as he fell, and it's with Hudson. Oh, he paused for a moment and was allowed to go on, and the ball comes to Osgood, turned in again. Cherry, though, for Leeds. Giles. And a good jump there by Dempsey. Getting round Yorath and finding Cook. Cook's shown far too much of that to Cherry, though. But it's back with Chelsea again. Leeds, a lot of their passing out of defence, only giving it straight back to Chelsea and putting themselves in trouble once more. And it's with Kemba to Hudson. Forward now for Cook in a little bit of space there. Ellam's come towards him and Cook's going on. Turn for Osgood, left for Garland, and a triple goal! And well taken. And the crowd stupidly pouring onto the field. Why the children are doing this, goodness only knows. They've been allowed to come over the terraces onto the edge of the pitch. And now really they're doing Chelsea no favours by coming on. But a lovely move down the left for Chelsea. And a nice dummy there by Osgood. And Garland left with the simplest of tasks. Well, that puts Chelsea 3-0 ahead. And as a contest, of course, it is no more. Lorimer beaten 3 times and really can't blame himself for any of them. But if anybody can pull them around, I would think in the weeks to come, it's Don Revie and Les Cocker, a tremendous duo there in the Leeds United back room. But Chelsea at the moment, with the game at their mercy, and Leeds United also at their mercy. And that's a little pass there from Hudson that sends Kemba on his way. Osgood has gone streaking on as well. It's Peter Osgood. Pass one, pass another, a flick, and this time it's Madeley who gets it away. Hudson. It could so easily have been number 4. McCready. Even allowing for Leeds United problems. There's been a lot of good form by Chelsea this afternoon. It's Charlie Cook once more. Hudson hammering one, but hammering it wide. And a very good start is what Chelsea want. They play Leeds, both Manchester sides, Derby, Liverpool and Arsenal, all before the beginning of September. At least by September the 2nd, so it's a tremendously difficult start for Chelsea, but they've got away well. Free kick, I think, to Chelsea. That was a late challenge by Yorath, and indeed Yorath is being booked. Dempsey. And now Webb. Webb again. Charlie Cook. Oh, Cherry was looking and he didn't see Hudson coming in behind him. Still Hudson and Ellam. A good piece of retrieving there for Leeds United. Finding Madeley. Harris played on nicely for Cook. Giles was in very quickly, and the throw in fact is given to Leeds United. It must have come fractionally off Cook. Hollins. Still Hollins hitting one across that goal. And I don't think Lorimer knew too much about it. Madeley has hardly put a foot wrong. Finding Terry Yorath. Giles. Bates trying to get a 1-2 going with Johnny Giles, and it needed a good interception there. Yorath with a shot, and a good save by Bonetti that very nearly crept through for Leeds United. They had one very good break in the first half before Lorimer had to go in goal, where Lorimer was the centre of it. That was only the second one. That really was only the second real aggressive and promising looking break that Leeds United have been able to mount in the whole of this game. Cherry and Alrini. Gray, a nice back header, and Bates is onto it like a flash. Gray again. Onto the left foot to give himself a yard or so. Giles went in, but it was too high for him, and Harris didn't even bother to jump. He knew it was too high. A little over 5 minutes left. So the crowd's having a long look as they start the walk home. The last few minutes of this first game of the new First Division season. It's with Charlie Cook. Harris. Again, one towards the near post. Garland up well! Chris Garland, his second. And Harris, who's made so many good runs down the right, crossed it, and Garland rose well. I think, in all honesty, a Harvey or a Sprake would have saved it, but a Lorimer couldn't. So the score at Stamford Bridge, Chelsea 4, Leeds United 0, and 5 minutes still to go. Just noticed there Eddie McCready shaking his fist at one or two of his teammates, saying, even though it's 4-0, let's make sure that we keep going and make it 5-0. Really is exactly the right sort of spirit from a captain. Giles. Garland. Harris. Webb. Alan Hudson. To McCready. Now coming to the last seconds of the game. Rather a wild kick there by Yorath. Hudson flicking it on again. Osgood trying to get in. Garland. Turned back for Hollins to hit one, but before he can hit it with any great effect, the whistle had gone for the end of the game, and a victory in the first game for Chelsea. But a miserable time for poor old Peter Lorimer, and a disastrous time for Leeds United with all the troubles that they had. And then in the end, the goals after the troubles had come, the goals raining down on them. First of all from Osgood, then from Cook, and then 2 from Chris Garland. So a jubilant Chelsea fans on the pitch, and a final scoreline at Stamford Bridge that reads Chelsea 4, Leeds United 0.
Welcome back to Sport Classics. It's the Coca-Cola Cup semi-final second leg. A new Chelsea player-manager, Gianluca Vialli, has a massive challenge in his first game in charge. The team are looking to overturn a 2-1 deficit from the first leg, and after a 12-game unbeaten run, Arsenal are firm favourites to reach the final. The match commentator is Brian Moore.
So Graham Pohl, the referee from Tring, gets this Coca-Cola Cup semi-final second leg underway. Chelsea in the blue, of course, attack the goal to our left. Up goes Dewberry to win a good early header. Vieira now back in the Arsenal side to Winterburn on the far side, getting it long towards Anelka. Of course, still no Ian Wright, now facing a cartilage operation. Chelsea, remember, a goal down from the first leg, Arsenal winning it 2-1. Parler. Third time in as many weeks that the two sides have met. Both times at Highbury, both times victory for Arsenal. 2-0 in the Premiership, 2-1 in the Coca-Cola. Great rivalry between these two sides. Great atmosphere here at Stamford Bridge. And a great prize for one of them at the end of the night. Parler getting that ball in. Gohoy just happy to see it go behind. Parler's down and injured as he tried to cross that ball in. Lesso with the throw. It's Zola. That's a foul by Dixon. That's another yellow card. Challenge. And there's the foul. Zola will take the kick. Dewberry up from the back. And LeBeuf. Viali in there. Hughes in there. Zola curling it in. And Arsenal getting it away. Not very far. Clark almost in there. And a goal! Mark Hughes has made it 1-0. Right into the corner, and Chelsea have now wiped out the lead that Arsenal had from the first leg. There was no chance for Manninger there, and so on aggregate it's 2-2. Arsene Wenger and Pat Rice on the right. This has been a difficult opening quarter of an hour. Arsenal management haven't really launched an attack, a serious attack on De Hoy's goal yet, but here's Dixon. Stopped by LeBeuf. Nelka rather. Played into Bergkamp. Lovely turn, but terrific marking by Dewberry. A turn like that is so much Bergkamp's party piece, and Dewberry read it superbly. That sort of turn, but that sort of challenge. Great defending. Petit. Viali getting away from Dixon. That's a good ball there for Zola on the far side. Petrescu's alongside him, still with Zola. Options open here, and in the end a shot from the little Italian that clears the crossbar, and it's a goal kick Arsenal. Viali's searching ball finds Zola. There's a lot of movement off the ball for Chelsea here, but Zola looks at that bit of glory, but gives the goal kick away. Viali. Wise. Lesso. Viali. Wise to Petrescu. Zola challenged unfairly and late by Winterburn. Chelsea's free kick. 35 yards out, LeBeuf, while others were discussing it, which was a bit of a smokescreen, but it didn't worry Arsenal in any case. It was clearing the crossbar with plenty to spare. Overmars, in for Vieira. Grimondi. Forward for Parla. Swift challenge there by Di Matteo. And a foul challenge there by Vieira on Viali. It's going to be worth a yellow card, I fancy. That is. And another free kick for Chelsea, who in truth have had much the better of this first half and thoroughly deserved this one goal lead given them by Mark Hughes. Zola's kick. Vieira's headed clear up towards Anelka. Matteo. All cut out beautifully by Overmars. Maybe they can make something here, although the blue shirts are getting back so quickly. Now Parler. Dixon looking for a quick cross in, which was heading straight for De Hoy. There was a lack of communication there, and Leboeuf went flying in to concede a quite unnecessary corner. So Arsenal, right on half-time, they've taken off Parler and put on David Platt. Free kick for the foul by Grimondi on Hughes. Well, it's Rousseau playing it across there. Needed Zola to come flying in, which he did, but not quite quickly enough after some good initial work by Vialli. Vialli's little ball played in there. Rousseau and Zola's making his run, but never a hope of getting that one. Vieira. This is a good break for Arsenal. It's important that Anelka stays on side, and he hasn't. Terrific shot by the young Frenchman, but he was just that little bit too quick off the mark. Just about. Half-time whistle. One goal scored by Mark Hughes gives Chelsea a sight on Wembley, but there's still a long way yet to go. Arsenal below their best, and a goal down at half-time thanks to Mark Hughes. 1-0 to Chelsea.
It's time to party down under. Can the Wizard of Oz complete an amazing season?
What a ride from Doyley!
The Speedway Grand Prix of Melbourne, live on BT Sport 1.
To the city. Lexus CT Hybrid. Experience amazing.
At Think Money HQ, we're busy making credit cards with you in mind. We built in lots of features to make your life a little easier. There's a credit limit that's right for you. Contactless payments to help you save time. We help you stay in control with our free app and text alerts. And even better, with Quick Check, you can see in seconds if you'll be accepted before you apply. For your new Think Money credit card, Quick Check now at thinkmoney.co.uk.
What makes you tick?
Here we go!
With over 10,000 different watches, great savings, free delivery, totally hassle-free returns, and even free adjustment.
Let's go! Go!
Whatever makes you tick, find your watch at watchshop.com. Every time.
So welcome back to Stamford Bridge at the start of the second half of this Coca-Cola Cup semi-final second leg. Chelsea leading 1-0 on the night, 2-2 on aggregate. The scorer Mark Hughes for them in that first half. Here's Vialli. Stopped by Vieira. Overmars. Now Anelka trying to get away from Dewberry. Bergkamp's waiting in the middle for him if he can find a way in there. Bergkamp with a little touch, and in the first minute of the second half, Arsenal get a corner. In truth, they threatened little in the first half, but they got this corner. which Dennis Bergkamp will take. Adams has made a dummy run again. A little flick on there, I think it was Gremondi. But it fell into the Chelsea crowd. And a goal kick to the home side. Dixon's header. And Elka. Oh, given away badly. Lasso. Trouble for Vieira. He's already had a yellow card, and now he's got a red one, and Arsenal reduced to 10 men. Patrick Vieira sent off. For the challenge on Lasso, which was worth a yellow card, following the yellow card he received in the first half. He's unhappy about going. But this was the moment. Lasso down that left touchline, in goes Vieira. No chance of getting the ball, takes the man. And Arsene Wenger, the Arsenal manager, knows that now his side really are up against it. Clark playing it in. Good challenge there by Tony Adams. Adams, having made that challenge, has gone racing into the Chelsea half of the field. But Lasso stopped him. Overmars tried to get it on. There was the header from Adams. Leboeuf getting that one away. The overhead kick that time from Wise. Winterburn picking it up. And Wise again, looking for Vialli. Vialli does well. Strong challenge there by Petit on Vialli. And Hughes getting the better of his... A goal, a wonderful goal by Di Matteo. A fantastic strike by Chelsea that puts them into the lead. 2-0 on the night. 3-2 now on aggregate. Picking it up from the midfield, and a strike from nearly 30 yards past Maninga. Right up into the corner. 2-0. Petrescu. Hughes. Di Matteo, picked up by Wise. Vialli's over on the far side. This is Lasso. And now Vialli. Touch there. And Zola almost got in. Gremondi, a last-ditch effort there, conceding the corner. And Chelsea are threatening to take this tie by storm now. Petrescu! It's another one! Dan Petrescu makes it 3-0 Chelsea. Arsenal failed to clear the corner with any conviction at all. Can't get a challenge in there, and Petrescu finds the corner of the net. Chelsea chairman Ken Bates. Di Matteo. Leboeuf. Wise. There's Clark. Vialli just keeping it in play. Petrescu playing some good stuff now, Chelsea. The fans enjoying this. Vialli taking it on. Winterburn's after him, and Adams is seeking to get in there as well. But he still gets the ball through to... Oh, an offside flag up against Zola from Di Matteo's pass. Gremondi. So badly need a goal for encouragement now to Arsenal. David Platt hitting from a long way out, over the top, goal kick. Hughes, Di Matteo and Petrescu, the three Chelsea scorers. And Platt way over the top with that one. Tried to get that through to Hughes. Bergkamp doing well. Over Mars. Had to check his stride. It's a corner for Arsenal. Good one. Oh, goodness, it needed Dewberry's clearance there. Tony Adams, I think it was, who was flying in at the far side. A little flick on that unsettled everybody. Yes, Adams was going in there, but didn't quite make it. Dewberry got it away for another Arsenal corner to be taken by Petit. Adams again making his presence felt in that box, but again, so too was Dewberry. Arsenal's throw. A better spell for Arsenal, and there haven't been many of them in this game. Chelsea have, in many senses, dominated it almost from the word go. But here's Overmars with a shooting position. Tony Adams as well. Bergkamp too. None of them able to take advantage of it. But they get another corner, which Bergkamp will take. Towards Adams again, but once again Dewberry was terrific right at the back there. Bergkamp again. But the break could be on, and of all people it's Leboeuf leading it. And on the far side is Zola. Goal kick, I think. Newton coming on for Chelsea as the player manager comes off. Oh my goodness, what a first game in charge for Gianluca Vialli. It looks very much, getting applause from Ken Bates there, it looks very much as though he will have inspired them to another place at Wembley. Leboeuf gets it clear. Dixon. Anelka. Now Bergkamp. Anelka's in the middle. Can Bergkamp do anything here? And a penalty given. It must have been a handball there by Dewberry. And Arsenal, who knows, might get a reprieve here. It's Dewberry's handball. And it's Arsenal's penalty. Bergkamp will take it. If he scores, will bring the aggregate back to 4-3. Important kick, this one. Bergkamp against De Hoy, Dutchman against Dutchman, and Bergkamp makes it 3-1 on the night, 4-3. Chelsea now lead on aggregate. A coolly slotted penalty gives Arsenal now a little bit of hope. And maybe for Arsene Wenger, Wembley might still not just be a dream, it might still become a reality. Graham Lasso for Chelsea. Mark Hughes, who really got the show on the road with that early goal for Chelsea. Leboeuf to Clark. That's going to be a free kick. Conceded there by Hughes on Petrescu. But Romania looking very aggrieved, but Chelsea get a free kick. Time running out inside the last 5 minutes now. No penalty. Hughes went down in the heat, but the referee just had a quick look at it, but there was nothing untoward. Petit. Every second drags for Vialli at the moment, I imagine. Hughes again. He's done well. He's done really well, but I think Clark will take control of this situation and banged it away to where it was safe. Still about a minute and a half plus time added on. One goal and we should go into extra time. Dixon caught it on the volley. Sometimes they go flying into the roof of the net, and that's what Arsenal were praying for there, but that was always flying way over De Hoy's crossbar. And Lasso hits it long and forward. Petit. Anelka. Arsenal playing with as much spirit now as at any time in the game. Platt. But it's an Arsenal throw, pushing Chelsea back again. David Platt with it. Inside the last minute now. Anelka. But he's lost it. It's with Zola, and he hasn't lost it. Chance here now again for Chelsea, and a good save from Manninga. Again from Di Matteo, who scored that terrific second goal for Chelsea tonight. The angle was always going to favour the goalkeeper. Zola showing all the tricks, getting some support from Petrescu. Petrescu again. Bonondi kept his nerve. Hughes playing it forward. Bang it goes forward again, but Dewberry there this time. And a free kick again to Chelsea. Tony Adams throwing himself about up in those forward positions to try and create something for that last goal. Leboeuf, who's been magnificent, with the free kick for Chelsea. Hughes. And again Arsenal in the nick of time. David Platt had got back to get it away for the corner. Newton is in there, and Matteo and Hughes. The three Chelsea players. Everybody else is erring on the side of caution and staying back. Don't have to worry about that any longer. Chelsea are through to the Coca-Cola Cup final, winning this game here 3-1. 4-3 on aggregate against Arsenal. A spirited performance late on in the game from Arsenal after they were reduced to 10 men when Vieira was sent off. But the goals of Hughes got it underway. A brilliant one, Di Matteo made it 2. Petrescu made it 3. But it was Chelsea who deserved to go through to Wembley for the final of the Coca-Cola Cup. On the night, Chelsea 3-1, on aggregate 4-3.
Hello and welcome to Chelsea Classics. See some of the club's greatest players and finest moments in this unique collection from the past 40 years. We've got a couple of impressive Chelsea performances in this show, starting with their League Cup trip to Highbury in 1998 to take on an Arsenal team who decided to rest some of their biggest names. Commentary comes from Clive Tilsley.
John Bumstead was the last Chelsea player to score a winning goal against Arsenal at Highbury. that you may deduce that it was some time ago, well over 8 years. But defeat in the first leg of last season's semi-final here was decisively avenged in the return match. Chelsea won the League Cup, Arsenal had to wait another couple of months for the FA Cup. Little flick from Poyet, and Vialli is offside. The decisions this evening being given and confirmed by David Elleray. Nichols being pursued by the Arsenal captain this evening, Remy Gard. Frank were both captains Chelsea, so we've got two French captains, an Italian player manager and a French manager. It's the Worthington Golf with a rather continental flavour. Offside flow. Just loitering beyond the last defender. For Morte. Found its way to Vialli. And Grandin's challenge was late. David Grandin is just 18 years of age. Gianluca Vialli is now 34. Well, he's just about old enough to be Grandin's father. He is. Leboeuf has joined his manager inside the penalty area, so too is Michael Duberry. Head of Poyet, and he headed it down with such power that it bounced over Manninger's crossbar of its own volition. But Poyet really does have an eye for goal, and he's a very underrated header of the ball in particular. Tall man, rose well. He was cut forward towards Morte, who was held off by Duberry, quite literally. Bergkamp. Grandin. Slipped into Christopher Ray. And Karin did well in his near post. The shot from Ray was power-packed. And Karin just had to launch himself at it and fend it away best he could. Ray was onside, and although the angle was against him, Karin had to make a useful stop. By Vialli on Hughes. Vialli doing a spot of refereeing. Same hairdresser as David Elleray. Hit by Bergkamp. Oh! Fantastic power. Sure how late Karin saw it, but he guarded his post well. That was a firework from Dennis Bergkamp. A whiz-banger. Poyet to Goldbeck. Di Matteo. Low. Showed too much of the ball to Hughes. Ray able to turn, trying to get Morte on his way. Arsenal played the more assertive start. Grandin. Hughes. For Morte. Seen off by Goldbeck. Rather ambitious pass from Gilbert going astray. Vialli. By Matthew Upson. And as far as Goldbeck though, good defending by Morte. Goldbeck gets another chance. diverted behind Flo, and Ljungberg tidies up. David Grandin, offside, Christopher Ray. Dolbeck. Andre Flo. Petrescu going on the outside. This is Bjarne Dolbeck. Petrescu was in an offside position. Dolbeck went to the World Cup finals with Denmark, although he didn't play there. It's a smart stop by Karin. Bergkamp. Ljungberg. Had the presence to win it back, Fredrik Ljungberg. Surging forward again. Great run by Ljungberg! He's such a direct player. There's a surging energy about his player. When he picks up a head of steam and starts to go at defences, he can cut right through like that. Christopher Ray didn't quite know whether to close in and go for it or not. Ljungberg nearly did it all himself. Di Matteo. Flo is onside here and running clear of Upton. It's Tore-André Flo in Viale here. Oh, terrific challenge by Grimondi after a fine stop by Alex Manninger. Ljungberg to guard. Real opening for Chelsea, probably their best of the game so far. Hughes. Here they come again with Viale. Poyet will go in alone down the centre of the field. Gustavo Poyet has gone clear for Chelsea. And another fantastic tackle. Viale's there. Vivas. And now floral penalty's been given. And presumably the challenge on Poyet initially, which David Ellery thought was a foul. Vivas it was who denied. Well, I'm not sure that Grimondi didn't get some of the ball there as he went with Poyet. Viale was denied by Vivas, but the referee had already made his mind up that if Viale didn't score, he was going to penalise Grimondi, yellow card. And Gilles Grimondi is furious because he felt he got his foot on the ball. It may be some poetic justice, because I'm not sure that Upton did a moment or so ago when he tackled Viale. Anyway, Chelsea have the chance. Minutes of the first half remaining. Frank Levert. One 0 to Chelsea. Levert calmly slots home a penalty. Rather contentiously awarded in Chelsea's favour by David Ellery. The man they've never quite forgiven for those 1994 FA Cup final penalties that he gave Manchester United. Well, it's been a night of difficult decisions, no doubt about that. And that one went Chelsea's way decisively. Hughes. Bergkamp. This is Ray. Nice link up. Then it's Bergkamp again. Which found a way through. It's Bournemouth! It was almost an afterthought from Dennis Bergkamp, who slipped it into the path of Luis Bournemouth, who has won a corner. He's a naturally left-footed player. That fell onto his right side. Michael Dubry did really well. Bournemouth himself will take the corner. It's Grimondi. Ray trying to reach it, Hughes trying to reach it, hacked away off the line. This is Dennis Bergkamp. Petrescu's header, struck by Remy Gard. Bergkamp. Leboeuf this time. Good pressure from Arsenal. Dan Petrescu was the sentry on duty. guarding the post as Hughes struck. That's Stephen Hughes' swinger, but nevertheless it might just have beaten Curry. Bergkamp, easily seen by Leboeuf. Well, it's been a compelling first half. Arsenal are unfortunate to be behind. Gilles Grimondi may count himself unfortunate to have conceded the penalty from which Frank Leboeuf gave Chelsea the lead. It's almost impossible to call. Leboeuf tucked it away, and as a result, it's the visitors who have a one-goal half-time advantage in a tight match, which Arsenal have shaded on the whole. Chelsea are a cup team in the eyes of many. In the last 18 months, they've won 3 cup finals, 4 if you include this season's European Super Cup success over Real Madrid. Already negotiated 2 rounds in defence of the Cup Winners' Cup. And they're on the way in their defence of the League Cup. This one from Dennis Bergkamp, which Luis Morte is unable to gather. Bergkamp has taken over the Arsenal captaincy for the second half. Remy Gard replaced at the break by Alberto Mendes. Means that Ljungberg here has gone into the heart of the Arsenal midfield. Di Matteo. Flo. Gulbeck. Di Matteo down to Flo. And now on to Vialli. Vivas is the defender. Vialli is beaten him comprehensively. Cross a little bit long, it'll come for Gulbeck though. Headed away by Matthew Upson. Di Matteo. Here is Alberto Mendes. He's replaced Remy Gard, who has an Achilles problem. Abiyaro. Poyet. On by Nichols. Vialli trying to run Grimondi. Tucked inside nicely too, but well seen by Hughes. Given away by Mendes. He's got it back though, and here's Ljungberg. Bergkamp. Offside there. Referee happy. Chelsea in possession to carry on. Vialli, offside Flo. Just about beyond the last defender. Was he level? Was he beyond? Hughes. Promising run. He tumbled over Poyet's challenge. Rolna tested his chances. Came from Saint-Etienne in the summer. David Grandin, just 18 years of age. Somebody has contacts in France. Vialli. Back to Gulbeck. Vialli is onside here. Madigan committed. Vialli is beaten to it. And that's 2-0 for Chelsea. And it's him again. Gianluca Vialli. Within 4 minutes of the restart. Bad moment for Alex Manning. When a goalkeeper sets out to win a race, he has got to win it. And Manning was a close second. Vialli nicked it past him and just stabbed it into a completely unguarded goal. Gulbeck, who teased it over the Arsenal defence. For Morte. He left his foot in there after Dubry had cleared, and I think Dubry left his foot in. Certainly Paul Morte does. David Ellery wasn't far away. See anything untoward? Paul Morte certainly caught Dubry. Oh, I tell you, he had a stamp at him. It was a nasty challenge at Dubry's shin, but Dubry brought his studs right down on Paul Morte's midriff. It's a nice in the back of the head night for a referee. A London derby. Didn't mind the personnel, the feeling's still there. Chelsea throw. Corner. Caballero. Quite linked up. Vialli's back there helping out. Flo running clear, is onside. Grimondi trying to catch him. Flo has got him behind Arsenal. He's got support here. It's Poyet. It's 3-0 to Chelsea. Nothing Vivas could do on the line. Gustavo Poyet surely carried the holders into the quarter-final. Clear daylight for them. After Flo had shown a clean pair of heels to Grimondi and then picked his man. There were 3 to choose from, and Poyet was his selection. Again, good galloping play by Tore Andre Flo. Not absolutely certain Poyet's shot was going in, actually, but Vives on the line, got a deflection. Mendes, Vivas. Got it towards Caballero. Counts for Ray! Tareen held on well, but it's not as if Arsenal haven't had their chances tonight. Christopher Ray that time. Struck it well enough. LeBeuf. This is Goldbeck. Gustavo Poyet's goal, set up by Tore Andre Flo. Chelsea's semi-final win over Arsenal at Stamford Bridge last February, the only Chelsea win over Arsenal in their last 8 meetings. It's going to change tonight. LeBeuf. Go back to Petrescu. This is Vialli. Di Matteo trying to slip it through. Picked off by Vivas. Free kick has gone Chelsea's way. Petrescu. Vialli. On by Poyet. And this is Vialli. It's in. 4 for Chelsea. Gianluca Vialli has bagged a couple of those for himself. Not been much of a night for Alex Manninger, who got a hand to that but couldn't keep it out. Well struck by Vialli, though. A hat-trick in the last round against Aston Villa, and now 2 at Highbury against Arsenal. And it's Chelsea here by a country mile. 4 goals to the good. Petrescu. He's rolled that into Poyet. It's a chance for a fifth, which Gustavo Poyet has taken. 4 in the last round, 5 in this. Chelsea like the brew in the Worthington Cup, that's for sure. Nicely worked goal. Vialli was standing offside, but was far enough away from the action area for Poyet to go on and stab home his second goal of the night. And as things stand, this could be Chelsea's biggest ever win over Arsenal. Poyet. On to Clement. Now Vialli. Petrescu's up there. It's down Petrescu. Manninger down quickly enough that time. Petrescu's last goal for Chelsea was in the semi-final against Arsenal last February. They're heading for the quarter-finals, that's for sure. Lombard winning the ball from Ray, who wins it back. Stephen Hughes. Vialli got back there. Clement. Vivas. Mendes. Vivas has gone on here. Good turn of pace for the Argentine, who's won a corner kick from Bernard Lombard. Not the tallest Argentinian defender I've ever seen, but he can shift a bit. Morte will take the corner. Wasted. And chance for Chelsea to break again. It's Flo with Vialli up alongside him. A little bit too much on it from Andre Flo to put Vialli in for his hat-trick. Clement though to Babayaro. In towards Flo this time. Manninger's lost it. And Petrescu's in there. Arsenal looking inquiringly in the direction of the referee. They felt that Manninger was foul there. Flo certainly needs some treatment. That's where he wanted it. He's always going to out-jump Grandin. Well, Manninger sort of bounced against him. It was a collision rather than a foul. Flo's eyes certainly were on the ball for most of the time. Actually, Manninger caught him in the face and dropped the ball as a result. Last year, he left himself out of the Chelsea squad for the final, but was then ushered forward to collect the trophy.
caught in possession by Caballero. And they forced a corner kick here. Meagre consolation in the circumstances. Arsenal fans have seen 1 or 2 new names and faces. And they've seen some pretty familiar Chelsea faces take control in the second half. Came off Caballero. Hughes will try to retrieve it. Held up by Duberry. Good work by Hughes. Poyet's there at the near post. Ljungberg with a header. And it doesn't look as if there is going to be a consolation for Arsenal. Beaten for the first time at Highbury in 1998. It's their heaviest ever defeat against Chelsea. It's their heaviest defeat of any kind for 13 years. All those facts have to be tempered and qualified by the Arsenal team selection tonight. But a couple of pieces for Vialli and Poyet, and Chelsea just took over in the second half and ran away 5-goal winners.
Still to come, Everton are at the Bridge, and they include a young Wayne Rooney. Chelsea were unbeaten in 8 matches going into this League Cup tie in December 2002. In the opposition lineup, Wayne Rooney making only his 5th start for Everton. John Champion is the commentator.
Off we go for the undoubted tie of the round. The 2 previous League Cup meetings between these clubs have also come at the 4th round stage. And Chelsea have won both after replays. Not an option that's available tonight. Everton in white. And a reasonable sized crowd, in excess of 30,000 inside Stamford Bridge. The first shot from Gravison, both too high and too wide. Everton deprived in midfield tonight of Lee Carsley, who's injured. Hence the change of shape to 4-3-3. Gravison. Petit. Babayaro. Steered back by Weir, but it was miscued. It matters not. The offside flag's up. There's a doubt pre-kick-off about Kevin Campbell, who's got a slight thigh problem. Zinski lost his balance and the ball. Here's Zola. And Drunkia begins a run on the far side. Lampard's in the middle. Zola's gaining ground. Hasselbank too. And Drunkia mystified by the award of the throw to Everton. The ball to bounce out of play. Apparently certain in the knowledge it would be a Chelsea throw. There's Lampard. Stanic. Babayaro. Hasselbank beginning to motor in the centre. And there's Zola. Not quite the cleanness of contact that he might have wished for. But the best move of the game so far, without any question. 10 minutes played, Babayaro down the left. And Zola for once, not quite note perfect. Last of all off Mario Melchiot, and it's going to be a rather tame corner. So a bit of a bonus for Everton. Plenty of aerial power available to Everton. Up from the back, Yobo and Weir again at the near post. 6 white shirts. Weir's back flick and Hasselbank's clearance. Why, with so many tall men available, did Gravison drill it straight along the turf? Gallas, that was awkward. Terry, also awkward. Pembridge! Very good chance. Falling to a player for whom goals have more or less dried up in recent months, Mark Pembridge. Some lucky ricochets, he hit the volley well enough, but couldn't keep it on target. And Chelsea escape. Leeds, Radzinski. Good tracking back by Frank Lampard. Zola. Chelsea beginning to pick the passes, and that's some pass. It's Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank for Chelsea, and it's 1-0. What a move by Chelsea. The full length of the pitch. And there's a communal loving going on inside the centre circle in celebration of the build-up to the goal. So many accurate passes, the best of them by a country mile, that fed Hasselbank. The Dutchman always seems to score against Everton here. 4 in the last 2 seasons, and he's added to his tally from a peach of a pass by Gianfranco Zola. 25 minutes. And the breakthrough has come in favour of Chelsea. Yobo. Terry, and then Gallas, and now Petit. Lampard. Diagonal run by Hasselbank has taken a defender out of play. And space therefore for Zola. And Richard Wright did very well, although the flag was up for offside. And it wouldn't ultimately have counted. Hasselbank was off, Zola wasn't, and it was Zola who was active. Lampard to Zola. Petit. And now Hasselbank. How about that? Jesper Grønkjær. And Hasselbank wants it back. Now Petit. Hasselbank cutting a rather forlorn figure. Chip ball, and Petit! It's another Chelsea beauty! And again it's Zola who set it up with a wonderful lofted pass. Emmanuel Petit marks his 50th game for the club with only his 2nd goal. But look at the quality of the assist. Perfectly timed, rightly no flag. Goalkeeper came out and was stranded, and Petit on his so favoured left foot just had to swing and hit the target. Zola 2 assists, first to Hasselbank, now to Petit, and Chelsea lead 2-0. Plenty to celebrate. He owes a huge vote of thanks to the little Italian. Meantime, at the other end, here's Radzinski and Babayaro and Gravison, and that's a corner off Melchiot. Final minute of the first 45. Petit. Undone by two moments of individual brilliance, Everton, both from the same player. And they have to face him again in the Premiership in 3 days' time. And he does so, the fourth official. It signifies a minimum of 1 extra minute. Grunkia. Here's Petit. Zola. Chelsea really just playing down the clock through to half-time. Melchiot. The crowd rises as one to salute a true maestro who set up a goal for Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, another for Manu Petit, but the star of the show has been 36-year-old Gianfranco Zola. He's been a delight, and so for all their diligence, Everton find themselves 2 down. Half-time at the Bridge, Chelsea 2, Everton 0. Ken Bates celebrates his 71st birthday today. Place in the last 8 of the Worthington Cup would be a very nice present. But I'm sure Everton will have plenty to say about that. It's 15 years since Everton last reached the quarter-finals of the League Cup, and the last 8 this year is looking a long way off right now, thanks to 2 moments of something fairly close to genius from Gianfranco Zola. No changes to either side at half-time. This is William Gallas playing it back to Cudicini for Chelsea. Home form has been so strong for Claudio Ranieri's side this year. 5 home victories on the bounce coming into this tie. Here's Grunkia. And now Mario Melchiot. Awkward bounce for Richard Wright, but he fielded it well enough. The trickster tricked. Grunkia winning out ahead of Rooney for once. But Naismith's won it back for Everton. Leeds here. Gravison. Weir. Caballero. Stanic. Petit. Gravison. John Terry slipped there, hence the room for Radzinski. Just a semblance of an opening for the Canadian striker. Thanks to John Terry falling on the seat of his pants. What's this then? Chelsea becoming consistent. Some shirt pulling going on by Lee Tier. Dangerous position in which to present a free kick opportunity to the likes of Zola. And the battalions have arrived in the centre, led by Melchiot and Gallus and Terry, three of the back four. And the goalkeeper was almost embarrassed. Turning into a virtuoso night for Zola. 2 first-half assists, and then a wicked curl on the free kick, which the goalkeeper backpedaling would not have got to. And that is the little maestro's final contribution, and he's getting a standing ovation from Stamford Bridge. If this is to be his final season, what style he's laying on for his farewell tour. Ida Gudjonsson replaces him, still with 33 minutes to play. And for Hasselbank, Gudjonsson. Hasselbank involved a second time. Corner conceded by the Chinese, Lee Tier. Here comes Gallas. Really fancies himself as an auxiliary centre forward. Scored against Manchester United, scored against Sunderland only on Saturday. Stanic! Lovely clean header. From a very fine corner from Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. This may well put the tie beyond Everton now. Classic near post header from a set piece. Jumping with him was Lee Tier. And it was a mismatch. (3-0). With still more than 20 minutes to play. Mario Stanic scores for the first time this season. And Everton using the opportunity to make their substitution. Scott Gemmell replacing Lee Tier. Hasselbank. Chelsea apparently intent on inflicting still more damage. Melchiot. De Lucas. And Yobo just got a piece of it, otherwise Gudjonsson would have been in. As it is, it's another corner. Thumbs up all round for Chelsea at the moment. It's an excellently timed run by Gudjonsson. So the same routine again. The last Hasselbank corner brought Stanic's goal at the near post, and he's there again. Hasselbank. Oh, wicked! Wonderful strike! It's 4, and it's a double now for Hasselbank, and Chelsea are in prime form. No laughing matter if you're an Evertonian, because the scoreline is beginning to assume embarrassing proportions. Hit with power, a low skimmer, right across the face of the goalkeeper into the far corner. Everton 4 goals behind for the first time this season, and Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank on a hat-trick. And off comes Mario Stanic to be replaced by Jody Morris. Every Chelsea player getting very warm applause. Pistone showing a neat turn of pace to Campbell. Lampard. Good Johnson. Now for Everton it's Rooney. Apart from a couple of cross-field balls in the first half, hasn't shown too much tonight. Unsworth. Now that looked like handball. It's a penalty. Gallas headed the ball onto his own arm. Obviously not intentional, but clearly handball. In fact, just about the clearest possible handball. And an interesting choice of penalty taker. 17-year-old Wayne Rooney. Oh, saved! And behind by Melchiot. An acknowledgement to the goalkeeper, but it was poorly struck. Just about the first negative in Wayne Rooney's professional career. And make no mistake, there'll be plenty more positives. Gravison. Oh, it's in this time from Gary Naismith. Cudicini's penalty save counts for very little, because Naismith has scored and it's 4-1. Near post flick, and the finish from what, 3 yards? Good Johnson. Hasselbank. Morris is clear, and out comes Richard Wright. Gravison. Pistone. Cross dealt with by Terry. 2 extra minutes signalled by the 4th official. And here's Petit. And it's 3 against 3. Good Johnson left. Hasselbank right. What a waste. Although at 4-1, hardly matters too much. Rooney. It's not a ground where Everton have fared well in the last 10 years. It's 8 seasons since they last won here. And Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank has been their nemesis. Here goes Campbell. Shielding it from Babayaro. Pistone. Thomas Gravison. Unsworth. Rooney. Not his night. Nor has it been Everton's. They came here promising to give Chelsea a very good game. And it's not really been a great contest. And David Moyes will be stung by that. They competed well in the first half, but then succumbed to 2 moments of Zola genius. And now they're looking at a fourth-round exit from this season's Worthington Cup. Chelsea's biggest win of the season, Everton's largest defeat. Chelsea go through to their third quarter-final in 5 years. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank to the fore with 2 more goals. That's 6 in the last 3 matches here against Everton. And this will test the newfound mettle of David Moyes' team, because on Saturday in the Premiership they entertain Chelsea. It's finished at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea 4, Everton 1.
Gianfranco Zola the star, as he so often was, but this was to be his last season as a Chelsea player.